All I can say is Mitch Marner to the rescue. And in this game, obviously headlined by Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, there is Mitch Marner yet again. And I wondered, I mean, is this guy getting involved in the conversation of being a finalist for the Hart Trophy? We know who's going to win that award. We've known for like 3 months now. What Marner has been doing throughout this season has been epic, especially considering the turbulence, I want to say, of Austin Matthews. Like, you take Marner off this roster, obviously it's not as strong of a team, but he's put together a really, really good season. I do think he deserves more consideration to be a finalist for that award. I thought he was outstanding on Saturday. That one goal was absolute filth, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's been doing it all, and you go back a few months, and he had that run
Point streak.
of record-setting point streaks for the Maple Leafs, and he's been playing fantastic hockey. And I mean, last year maybe he was overshadowed a little bit by Austin Matthews, and he's stepped up this year, and maybe he's overshadowing Austin a little bit, and that's just fine when you got two superstars on a team. If they can yin and yang like that, and they seem to support each other and want good things for each other and do the good teammate thing, it doesn't seem to be any animosity towards them or competitiveness at all. They both want good things. They're talking out there. They're excited when the other one has success, it seems like. And Mitch has just taken off this year. And yeah, he's a big reason why they've remained that top 4, top 5 NHL team the entire season long. And he's leading the way with that.
It just seems like every game he puts up like 2 or 3 points, and he's a marquee talent in the game. And it's not really spoken about, but I guess the bigger reason why is because of his lack of success in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like, I do think Marner is at that level of, say, like a Stamkos back in the day, where every season Stammer was scoring 40, 50, 60 goals, where not that people got tired, but they wanted to see a bit more. And that's why, to that point, obviously this is a massive, massive spring ahead for Mitch Marner. Like, it's one thing to prove it in the regular season, Rosie. It's another to get to that level in the Stanley Cup playoffs, right?
Yeah, for sure. And you use that analogy of Stammer, and you could say that about Ovechkin before he won a Stanley
Exactly.
Cup. But he's not a winner. I wouldn't build my team around him. He's just a
Mhm.
point guy in the regular season. He doesn't get it done in the playoffs. It's like any guy who hasn't gone deep in the playoffs and has had that much success, is expected to make that happen in the playoffs. And I agree with it. You can't be considered an elite level player besides some other guys that have won cups and whatnot if you can't get by the first round. And Mitch Marner hasn't been able to, and he's part of this franchise that is struggling with that right now. And I believe he's doing all he can to remedy that. And, this is a good season to do exactly that. And every one of those players that you mentioned has had that on their back and has managed to get past and over that hump and win Stanley Cups and at least get deep in the playoffs. And I'm not saying Mitch Marner needs to win a Stanley Cup to be considered a premier player in the league. He already is, but that's something that is missing on his resume right now, no question about it. And I think that he's putting in a good case for doing everything he possibly can to remedy it.